Hi traders, it's Chris. Hope you are having a wonderful day. This is the full market analysis for the 16th of April. Looks like our patience in the last few weeks is starting to pay off. Gold is very mixed, but I'll go over gold for you in the next few minutes. Before I go into the markets, let's have a quick look at gold. And this morning, very choppy indeed, really no sense of direction in terms of a trend. So we're seeing how this price has been all week just doing this to and froing. So these demand areas are really acting as magnets, demand areas and supply areas. So this is the situation that we saw during the Asian session. We had a beautiful up signal from a buy power of 75. We had a beautiful down signal on a sell power of 75. So that shows you how equal the markets are in terms of direction. So we can see here that at Asian session, London Open, we could see that the sellers came in. It tried to push up but failed, and then came down into this demand area where it's now starting to make a move, 48.11 currently. So what I would say is then just go with the trend. If you see a pull up in a downtrend, then that is your signal to sell. If you see a pull up, that's your signal to sell, and use the oscillator to get into those positions on a swing high. Okay, so again, using the QuantFlow Dynamics software takes a bit of time to get used to. It's very simple, but nonetheless very profitable once you get used to it. Now have a look at the 5-minute chart. So what I would say is to again use the same software that we're seeing here. Look on the left and then look on the right. We can see that it's hitting the same demand area on the 5-minute as the 10-minute. So that indicates that there's a bit of a brick wall here that the price is going to find. It's going to have trouble, isn't it, getting through that and breaking through that order block, especially as we've got negative divergence as well, with a sell power of 75, very strong above 60. That's what you're looking for. And if you've gone short at 6 a.m. now, then you would be making some profit anyway along that move there, depending where you got out, of course. Onto the Forex markets now. Now we've been waiting for some pullbacks, and we've also looking for some reversals. These are very different kind of trades, using the same information that we've got, same tools, the same setup, the same software. So we can actually see now that the pound Canadian has moved into the golden zone, as I call it. Whenever you see the price moving into a golden zone, this gives us an opportunity to actually get into the trade and start to make profits, as you can see here. I did post this in the signals room. If you're not in the signals room, maybe it's time to get in there. We can see the price has moved into the golden zone. It's above this support line here, so our stop is 18482. Good luck with that trade. Just do the trades first of all before I look at the market. I mentioned this yesterday or the day before, can't remember when. The price came down into support on the lower time frame, and then the price moved up, and it's still moving up as we speak. This is the Canadian yen. Yes, it's the Canadian yen. So we can see that there's plenty of room for this price to move up, and we bought it down here. I've lost my thing here. Let me just don't know where that went. Remember, the targets are already set. You haven't got to work anything out. You can actually see where the supply zone, the strong supply zone is. All right. So a nice move. Continue with that. You can move your stop to the below this support line here if you wish, which is a good idea to lock in the profits, and that allows you to get into more moves along the way. Now this is the Swiss yen, so this is going the other way compared to the Canadian yen, of course, but there's enough information to give us a very high probability that the price is going to actually fall. So And of course, you don't know how much profit you're going to take until you take your profits or it hits target. So you don't really know what the end game looks like. However, we do know what the beginning looks like. We know we've got a sell power of 77, very strong. We know we have negative divergence in the market and the software, and we have a sell right on the money there, okay, on the order block of supply. Now, how far this is going to go, we don't know. However, the software is telling us 198.61. This is the strong demand area where we'll be looking to buy it again, possibly once it gets down there. New Zealand, New Zealand USD going against us at the moment. However, we can see that the price has moved into a very strong sell. Power of 82, very strong into supply. Do need to move that stop a little bit wider, actually. Move your stop wider to 59.52. So it just gives it room to actually move if it wants to move. And of course, we've got our various demand. This is a weak demand area here on that line there, and we can see that this is a much stronger demand area, so we'll go for that. Again, it takes time to get there, but nonetheless it looks nice. Now, we know in order for the New Zealand USD to work, we need the dollar to strengthen. Now, we're not actually seeing that yet. There's no real convergence or commitment to that yet, because everyone's waiting for the Iran situation to at least see what's going on there. They're still waiting. So if this goes stronger, then our Kiwi trade will be very, very successful. Now, the euro dollar is a strong sell with divergence in convergence, divergence, and is starting to break down, but we don't have a clear clarity on this, and I'm reluctant to do anything with the dollars at the moment until we see a clear definition on the DXY. If the DXY goes stronger and it's clear, then I will go short this. Now, the pound USD does not have convergence. Remember, the QuantFlow Dynamics software is 3-in-1. It's reversal, it's continuation patterns, and it's swing trading in the same breath. So we can see here that the price has got a gap here from the order block down to this sell power. I need this to merge together. Once it does, then we'll be looking to sell, but certainly not ready yet. Aussie USD is doing the same thing as the Kiwi. We can see very strong sell power at 74. I've chosen the Kiwi because it's got a sell power of 82. There was a sell here on the US Canadian. See that? See how it comes back into the golden zone? Golden zone makes money. See how the price moves into the golden zone? Golden zone makes money. Ready when you are. Simple, but very, very effective. Just going through the yens now. You can see there's been a strong rally on the yens pairs, which means there's been a weakness in the yen futures. However, in this example here, there's no order block, there's no supply at all. So it may generate a supply area, but certainly not ready yet. Euro yen, a weak sell power 49, not good enough for us. Sell power 78, but no convergence. We have divergence, but I need this gap to be filled. Canadian yen doing very nicely indeed. A couple of chances of buying into this. I mentioned this before here, obviously, but on the change of character here and on the pullback here on the lower time frame. Up to 116.73. We may decide to come out of it early, not early, but certainly looks okay to me. The oscillators are saying there's plenty of room for this to go up, so I'm going to leave that alone. The Swiss pairs are doing nothing. Let's have a look at oil actually. Oil is on demand, on the demand zone, power of 85, but as you can see, there's no clear definition of where it's going at the moment. Everyone is on tender hooks waiting for the position to sort itself out in terms of Iran. Pictures paint 1,000 words, don't they? Just going through the markets now, and we can see that there's not really much else going on that's obvious to me. Keep the positions open that I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I thought I had 4. Oh, I've got 4 positions open. So we've got the Swiss yen carrying on, New Zealand short, USD, Canadian yen, and the pound Canadian. So good luck. Well, let's quick look at gold before I go. We can see it's trying to do something, but it's failing miserably to go up. It's definitely not in an uptrend, and it looks like the downtrend is just really not going anywhere either at the moment. So just be careful with gold at the moment. It is not sure which direction it wants to go. No one's willing to make a commitment. So just be careful with gold. Use small lots.